Hey everybody, welcome back. You can see my hair was just parted because I was on the four-wheeler here. But you can see it's another nice fall day. Second day of fall, or no, it'd be third day of fall, sorry. But it's just so nice that it finally is, because it's just been so hot. Here are the geese. I don't know if I'll be able to get them on film. I might be able to. But I could see the rain coming. That's either rain or it's evaporating. Way off in the distance. You guys can't see that, but I can. So I come down. We do need a little bit of rain, but not too much. But that's why I come down a little bit earlier than I was gonna. So the car's gonna go by in a second here, but I'm gonna keep talking. But I got the backpack here, and inside of it, this is what I normally have like when I come down here. You know, we just got the bag with the water. And then here we got our tripod. But what you guys are looking for is what I'm cooking today. So you would have been able to tell by the thumbnail, but we got beef stroganoff, freeze-dried, and it's by Mountain House. So yeah, for anyone that's ever had beef stroganoff, it is good. So I've had a lot of it. I'll be able to tell you what this, you know, if this is close to it. So yeah, there we go, right in the pouch. And also, for the cooker, I brought down the Primal Ridge one again from fan mail, because it's worked, you know, it's worked every time, and the jet boil has not worked every time. So I figured I'd stick with the safe choice today because of the rain, and go with that. But you can see the squashes over there from target practice, and I gotta take Dad back his screwdriver. I set it on top of the grill grate from target practice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys on the grate. I was thinking about going on the porch over there at the trapping shed, but I think I'm just gonna go to the grate so you can see some grass and stuff. So I will get over there, get it set up, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, so here's today's setup. You might be able to tell it's a little different around here. It's not above the fire pit. Over there a couple of foot is where the fire pit is. I moved this towards here into the yard more, because over there it's very thick and I've seen a lot of snakes recently, so I don't feel like just standing in grass about yay tall, you know, in these clogs. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this. I got our water and our dehydrated food here on the side. It's just so nice out, guys. It gets me excited for bushcraft. Really, really nice out. You guys have to let me know what it's like in your states. I'm in Pennsylvania, so fall's already hit here. I could gladly say summer is gone, so I'm hoping I have everything I need in here because I didn't double check. I'm really hoping that I put everything back together here, because sometimes when the pot's still wet, I'll keep it separate. But okay, I can see we're fine because it's still in here. I'm just gonna keep all this stuff sitting over here. And there's the pot. Just get this out. Right there is the pot. And we got our cooker. Set that there. Get some water. Put in here. Rinse it out. I know I'm gonna boil it, but I don't want any cat hair because there's a ton of cats in our house. I don't want that in my water. So now that that's there, I'm gonna make sure this is off. Okay, so this is shut off all the way, the little valve on this cooker. We're gonna spin this onto here. I should smell a little bit of propane. I smell propane, so that's good. We don't have the valve wide open. So now we're gonna put our pot on here and not make the same mistake again. I'm gonna put water in before I turn the cooker on. That should be good enough. I don't like putting this too tight, even though it can lock all the way, because every time I've done that and I've gone to take it off, you know, it starts spilling and whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and see. I'm getting way too far ahead of myself. We need 16 ounces of water. This is 16.9. We just used about an ounce to rinse out. So we're gonna put almost all this water in. I don't want to put too much because a lot of the stuff I make from them, it gets runny. So I'm not gonna put as much as it says, because Mountain House, I tell you what, they need to take down they need to dim their you know, the amount of water you're supposed to add in these, because it's all runny, like a lot of it. Some of it isn't, and then some of it is. So, yeah. But now all we gotta do is get this boiling, and once it's boiling, we can just let this go until, obviously, it starts boiling. So, I don't know what's going on with this right now. I think this may be out of fuel actually, but it's literally like half a pound. I didn't think the can was that much weight, so I'm gonna check this out for a second and I'll get right back to you. And you know, if it doesn't work or whatever, I'll just take my four-wheeler up between this shot and I'll get another can. Okay guys, so let's try this again. Couldn't get it to work. I think it was empty. Just forgot there was water in there, so shook it around. But got another one. Quite a bit in here, probably about half full. We're almost actually completely full. That is, make sure whenever you're putting these on that they're always on the off, because I've like double checked before and I've still, you know, had it blasting, because a lot of these is very confusing on which way it is to shut it off. Obviously right turns it off, but I've had them before to where they turn left, so it's very confusing. So we're gonna put this on. I heard it come out. Come on, wish me luck guys. First we're gonna put this on though. I wanna make sure this is nice and tight before it gets real hot. I think it's about there. Not too tight though. Well, I mean, definitely make it tight, but personally me, I don't like doing it too tight. So here we go. Let's try this again. Okay, so it's going. Perfect. So, yeah, it was about 10-15 minutes since you last seen me. But there's a bug in here. Let's get him out of there. Oh, another one. Bugs in there. 2 bugs. Even though I had the lid on, they got through the crack, so at least I got them out. So I'm gonna get this boiling. I don't want to waste your guys' time. And hopefully when you see me next, everything goes right and this just boils up. Turn it up a tiny bit and I'll shut you guys off. Okay guys, so as this is boiling, we're gonna open up this bag. First I'm gonna read on the bottom, because there's always something on the bottom to read on Mountain House. It says preserve, I can't talk today. Preserve our streams and lakes. When selecting a campsite, set up at least 200 foot away from streams and lakes to avoid polluting the water and minimizing disturbances to the natural habitat. Also, wash your dirty utensils away from water sources so no food waste or soap suds get introduced. So that's what it said on the bottom. Always read that, whether it's a saying or something like that. Man, that mosquito's really trying to get in here. He's probably trying to lay eggs in that water. Go on, bud. Don't need you here. But let's get this open. Peel the top right off. Now, Mountain House, it's, you know, it's always about, they're about the same price. It's like 10 bucks. A little pricey, but I mean, if you only need a couple, then, you know, it is worth having these, because they're just nice to have. But the packet was right on top. Let me take that out. This smells actually pretty good. Obviously it's not cooked yet, but see that there? There's little meat chunks and like cheese and stuff, or whatever's there, I don't really know. And then we got these little noodles, and these noodles are really interesting. They're like little curly noodles. It's not gonna focus, I promise you, but they're like little swirly noodles. So okay, so our water's almost boiling. You can hear it, I'm pretty sure. Make sure it doesn't overheat the warmer, burn it. But I'm gonna grab out my fork out of my pocket. Right there in my pocket. And this little bit of water left, I'm gonna go ahead and wash the fork off with. I always squeeze my bottles down like that and then put the cap on. Then they're just stuck like that. But This smells really like oniony, which I like. So if it's oniony, that's already a big up for it. So now that that's open, I thought this would have been boiling by now. I didn't want to put on a max heat. I didn't want to overheat the bottom and make this curl up like my other one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wait a second. It's starting to boil already right now. So I'll just talk a second because it is pretty much almost done. But on my way back down, or like as I was getting on my four-wheeler because I wanted to be able to hear them, there was tons of crows over here in the woods, the thick woods where I do bushcraft, and then over that way across the road in a field, there's a giant field there, there's geese. If you've seen in the camping videos, I did drone shots of a pond, and that pond is over there. That's where the geese are right now. So the geese are here, Canadian geese. So that's also a good sign of fall. I wish I had a really nice camera for like the nature shots, because like there's some cameras that are just as good as my eyes almost, and they could pick off all like the detail. But if I could get what I see like in these like what I see when the sun hits these plants, that'd just be amazing, because it's crazy in the fall. Okay, it's boiling. Let me shut it off. Perfect. Okay, yeah, I mean, guys, what can I say? I kind of prefer this more in a jet boil because it's worked every time. So, obviously I'm not sponsored or anything, but hey, whoever works, works. So I'm dumping the water in now. Man, that just burnt my hand holding that package. But now, ready to go ahead and stir this up. And I'll show you guys, and then we'll close it. Just always just get your water, pour it in. It's probably the same steps as usual, huh? Yep, same steps. So I'm gonna make sure all the powder that's down in like the cracks of this pouch are mixed in. Always make sure. And I did add less water than it said, so hopefully this isn't runny. Okay. Man, it's burning my hand, but you guys can see now. I'm gonna put that in there. But that's what that looks like. So now I'm gonna close it up. And probably, what, 10 minutes does it say? 8 to 9 minutes. So I'm gonna let this sit. I'm not gonna stir it 4 minutes later. I'm gonna let it sit with all that heat. And I'll get back to you in 10 minutes, guys. So see you in a minute. Okay, guys, so you can see I got the camera angle different now. I got everything cleared up. These mosquitoes are absolutely killing me. Don't know where they come from all of a sudden. But, you see I got my little turkey pin on. But we're gonna get right into this now. It's been about 12, 13 minutes. Kind of feels like that. I know it's been over 10. So we'll get in here and stir this up. Make sure there's no bugs on this fork. Stir this up a little bit. Okay, it definitely has the texture of it. A little bit runnier though than beef stroganoff I've had is. Now this is going to be a definite take to the house. It smells really good. Really good. You know, average though, it's got a nice beef stroganoff texture. See that there? It's going to take a second. I'm sorry, but I got to try to get to focus. It might have already focused and I just don't know. It's just not going to focus, but it's the curly noodles. They're like wavy. And you got nice chunks of meat, just like beef stroganoff. And you got a really rich, like, gray meat texture. So, take a bite here. I know this is super, super weird, like, angle where I'm, like, crouched down on the ground like this, but there that is. So, we're going to give it a try, and I'll see how it is. Okay. Noodles are good. I don't want to talk too much with my mouth open. Okay, I was checking for that. So, with beef stroganoff, the noodles you have, I think it's the egg noodles or whatever, they have that taste, so that's good. I didn't want them to be like a plain noodle, because plain noodles, they just, in beef stroganoff, they're just kind of weird. Egg noodles is the way to go for beef stroganoff, so these have that taste, and that makes it very good right there. You know, it kicks it right off. And the whatever it is, the sauce or whatever, it's very rich. It's thick, just like beef stroganoff is supposed to be. And it has an onion taste, which is perfect. So it's got the good onion taste, you got the good noodles, the good noodle taste. The meat, it's a little more firm than you think it would be, because usually a lot of people use ground beef or whatever. But I don't know, it should have been a little bit, you know, chewable. I mean, I'll try another piece right now. I'll take a piece out here. And my hair's already greasy. I just had a shower and look at it. It's already greasy. Now, don't get me wrong. The meat has a very, very good taste. Really peppery. The taste is unreal on the meat. You can taste it. You got little chunks of meat. I keep looking at the screen. There's little chunks of meat. But if you really taste for it, it has very, very good flavor in that little chunk of meat. So, I won't hit them down too hard on that. Overall, I give this a 9 out of 10. I'm going to eat probably a lot more of this up at the house. Well, I know I will, but I don't know how much I'm going to have. But I will definitely say 9 out of 10. Everything on this is so good compared to homemade beef stroganoff. Here it'd be less runny, but I'm not going to criticize it for that, because, you know, you can have this any way you want it like that. So, noodles are good, sauce is good, the meat's good. And the reason I'm giving it the 9 is because the chunk should be a little bit more easier to bite through. Because usually it's, you know, just chunky beef that you can just bite right through. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 on the Mountain House beef stroganoff. Right there. But, I'm going to give it a 10. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's just a weird, like, end to the video here. I didn't want to take another bite on film, because then it'd be super weird again, taking another whole bite on film. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And I'm going to go outside for a little bit more here before I go inside. And enjoy the crows, because I like the crows a lot. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And, goodbye.